The movie begins with a former professional assassin codenamed Ladybug returning to work with a revived positive attitude, where he is tasked by his handler, Maria Beetle, to collect a briefcase aboard a bullet train traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto after her usual contact, Carver, is forced to call out due to illness. Little does Ladybug know that 3 other killers are on board, hitmen brothers Tangerine and Lemon, and deceptively innocent schoolgirl, the Prince. Tangerine and Lemon have been hired by White Death, head of the world's largest crime syndicate, who seized control of the Japanese underworld years before. Having recovered the crime lord's kidnapped son and the briefcase containing his $10 million ransom, the brothers are delivering both to Kyoto. The Prince calls for another assassin, Yuichi Kimura, to the train, having pushed his young son off a building. With an associate at the hospital ready to finish the boy off, the Prince forces Kimura to cooperate with her plan, rigging the briefcase and Kimura's gun with explosives to kill White Death. Stealing the briefcase, Ladybug is forced to kill another assassin, the Wolf, who arrives seeking revenge for the deaths of his wife and his entire cartel, poisoned at their wedding. Realizing the briefcase is missing, the brothers find White Death's son dead by poisoning. The Prince leads Tangerine to believe Ladybug is responsible, while Ladybug attempts to negotiate with Lemon but is forced to subdue him. Ladybug runs into the Wolf's intended target, the Hornet, the poisoner who massacred his wedding, hired to kill White Death's son. She stabs Ladybug with a syringe of boomslang poison but he injects her as well, then saves himself with her only dose of anti-venom, and she dies instead. Fighting Tangerine to a stalemate, Ladybug tries to help him convince White Death's men that his son and the briefcase are safe, then kicks Tangerine off the train. Suspicious of Kimura and the Prince, Lemon shoots Kimura but succumbs to a bottle of water drugged by Ladybug, and is shot by the Prince. Somehow climbing back inside the train, Tangerine finds his brother's body and confronts the Prince, but is fatally shot in a brawl with Ladybug. Kimura's father, the Elder, boards the train and reveals himself as a former Yakuza lieutenant whose wife and clan were killed in White Death's rise to power. Ensuring his grandson's safety by having the Prince's associate killed, he and Ladybug find Kimura and Lemon still alive, and they all prepare for the ambush awaiting them. The train arrives in Kyoto, and Ladybug is met by White Death and his men. The Prince, revealed to be White Death's disgruntled daughter, tries to provoke him into firing Kimura's booby-trapped gun, but he instead tells her she was never part of his plan. The White Death reveals that he hired all the assassins aboard the train as revenge for the murder of his wife. After Tangerine and Lemon massacred his men during a job in Bolivia, his wife was called to bail their son out of jail and was killed by Carver, who meant to assassinate her husband. And the surgeon who was going to save his wife was poisoned by the Hornet, ensuring her death by killing the one person who could have saved her. Blaming the brothers, Carver, the Hornet and his own son, White Death arranged for all the assassins, including the Wolf, and Ladybug, who unwittingly replaced Carver on the train, to kill each other and his son. Before White Death can finish Ladybug, the briefcase bomb is triggered, knocking them both onto the train which Lemon sets back in motion. As the train speeds out of control, the Elder duels White Death while Kimura and Ladybug fight off his henchmen. Lemon tackles a thug off the train into the river below, and the train derails, crashing into a nearby town. Ladybug is held at gunpoint by White Death. He attempts to shoot Ladybug, but is killed himself when Kimura's gun explodes. Ladybug, Kimura, and his father are confronted by the murderous Prince, who is run over by Lemon driving a truck carrying tangerines. The movie concludes when Maria arrives to rescue Ladybug, who has fully embraced a positive outlook on life. Hope you've had a nice time watching the clips and listening to the commentary, so please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and I shall soon see you with the next one. Bye.